Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Factorio, and today we're going to get advanced oil processing going up. I'm pretty looking forward to it, I guess. I don't know how you would say it. Yeah, I'm here just setting up my my train to go to the science station or something. Yeah, it's picking up these things here. You notice that big backup of iron trains. I just ignore it while we're playing here. I think I just kind of send them off on their way. The big problem is we have so much iron being generated and being sent places, and the factory's fairly idle at the moment. So we're getting backup of trains. It's not a huge deal, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. It fixes itself as we ramp up production in the oil works. You know, getting batteries and things like that going. So it's not that big of a deal, but you know what? It's a thing. So anyway, we're heading back to the train station here to I don't remember what I'm getting, but looks like maybe we're heading back to King's Landing. Yeah, we're back to King's Landing, and I'm just cleaning up the last of the little bits here, and I think I'm going to actually take apart King's Landing eventually here. Sadly, I'm about 6 hours past this in my play. I have more time to play than I do to record right now. It's part of the house thing. It's a lot easier to play in a loud environment with my mic turned off than it is to find a quiet environment in which to record. But anyway, so yeah, I head back to the buildings here, and the goal here is to make assemblers. It's something I don't have. I went back to King's Landing. Now I remember I went back to King's Landing to pick up assemblers, and I didn't have any, because remember, we only have 2 assemblers at the thing, or I guess I only had 21, I guess it was, assemblers at King's Landing. So so I'm setting it up here to actually make them, because I'm gonna need a lot of assemblers going forward, obviously, not just for science, but for everything else, because we've just started working on oil stuff. But I obviously I'm constantly running out of things. I need arms, so I run down here and I get arms, and I still haven't fixed the arms. It's to the point now where there's basically no blue arms in stock. You'll be happy to know I have fixed that. I just haven't gotten to it yet in the recording. There are plenty of blue arms and plenty of purple arms now being stored in their own boxes. It's amazing. It's like a smart person made this factory. But anyway, so we make the crappy assemblers, and then we pass them into the good assemblers, and then we send those out on the belt, and then we're just gonna run this up, get it on the eventual train. I am a little embarrassed about how I'm setting this up. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not the best idea to do it this way. We're at the point now where I can't add anything else to the train because I have these assemblers in the way, or these lines here in the way. So anything else that we want to send into the train, I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't have a generic send X number of items into a train station. I probably should. I should probably make one, like I basically have the one that sends an item to a train. I would like one that sends 2, 3, 4, 5, up to technically 24, but I don't know if that's even possible. But anyway, so let's keep going here. What are we doing? Yeah, so I'm clearing away this old station here, because we're never going to need it that way. It's like when I do come down here and I need to put a station down, it's going to be a different station. So I obviously accidentally clicked off a power pole here, but it's pretty easy to fix. I'm just going to drop another power pole down, and boom, we've got power everywhere. And the important thing now is we're making blue science as fast as we're making the other sciences, so it will keep caught up. Whenever we need science, we should have those Erlenmeyer flasks in the way, so we can just make whatever science is there, as long as we have the resources coming in, which doesn't seem to be the problem right now. Raw resources, at least iron and copper at the moment, do not seem to be a big deal. Oil could be better, but we're full of crude, but that's just because we haven't set up advanced oil processing yet, and we haven't gotten a ton of production going yet, cracking things in, because the crude is backed up right now, because we probably are full up on light or heavy, light or heavy oil. But so we come down here, make a pump, and I Would love to tell you that I planned this the way when you see this pipe coming up, how perfectly it fits right in the middle here, but I didn't. I literally just went down there, slapped a pump down, and brought it up, and was happy with the result. The way that these things are set up doesn't work because they have to be offset if you're going to be doing them side by side like this, because the pipes don't align. We need the two water pipes to align, or the two oil pipes to align. One or the other needs to align, and I decided to line up the water pipes, and then the oil pipes are just going to not be perfectly connected with each other. Not a big deal, just has to be done. So then once we get the generic setup here going, I clear away all these, set up a slightly nicer setup of the oils coming out, and now it's time, I believe, to set up cracking, because that's probably the most important thing, is getting the cracking going so that throughput continues going, because we can't just keep adding storage tanks. Well, we can, but it's a bad idea to keep adding storage tanks. You're just packing up the resources that you're not using in order to get a resource you use, and that's never a recipe for success here. So running of the water lineup, water obviously is the easiest resource to get going, because it seems to last forever. It's like one water pipe can get you going far. I don't even know if I've ever needed more than one. I know I've run more than one before, but I don't know if I've ever needed more than one. But at the point that I'm doing this here, I don't remember if you want more heavy to light oil or more light to crude oil, or sorry, to petroleum. Actually, honestly, I don't remember now which one you want more of. But I think you want more light, because I set up these more heavy into the light, and it really quickly backed up the heavy. So then I decided, okay, you know what? Let's just make more light than heavy. I want a lot. I know I want like dozens of these factories here, the chemical plants doing this. And so I set these up. I get them going, and at some point I decided to change it, but it's not a big deal at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right now. I think I'm making the chemical factories. Yeah, I'm watching through, but I'm like, yeah, no, this is not going to work. Let's get this going big time. We're on our way, and we're making it big time. Yeah, Factorio is so much larger than life, really, when it comes down to it. Get the power going and get that going, and boom, we have a lot of cracking going, and we should be good for the time being. Eventually, I'm going to set up a circuit on this thing to only crack when these things are over half full. But I don't think I have it set up yet. I don't think I bothered right now, because right now I just want the throughput. I want to be making advanced circuits as quickly as possible at this moment. There's a cut here, and I don't remember what it was for. I think it was just I took a break because playing hours and hours on end, you eventually have to take a break, and I decide here that the cracking is probably okay, and I'm just going to let it go as we go. Both the light and the heavy are draining, and I'm happy with that. I'm just going to let it go and see if the ratio is roughly good. I haven't bothered looking anything up. If anybody happens to know a decent ratio of heavy to light cracking, feel free to tell me, but it's not that big of a deal as far as I'm concerned. So we're heading back to, what is this? We're at King's Landing, and we're at the Red Circuit Factory. And I don't remember what I did here. Yeah, I have no idea what I did at the Red Circuit Factory, but oh yeah, I can't get to where I want to go from the Red Circuit Factory. I want to go south, so it's perfect time to show off my new lane changer. This is part of the new paradigm of train lines that I'm setting up. I'm not going to have the trains that the lines that have the splitters going all the time between lines, like every train length almost. I had a way to change lanes. Now I'm just going to put one lane changer on every straight block of rail, and then the trains have to decide when they get on the track which way they want to go, and then they'll go that way, and they have that one chance to make that choice. Obviously, they're all automated, so they will make the correct choice every time. But it's the nice thing is trains never have to slow down whenever another train's coming by, except for at those one space where they always have to slow down, whereas before they didn't always have to slow down. This time they do have to slow down no matter what. You see there, I just made night vision. I'm so hip on getting night vision that I didn't realize that in order to get batteries in my thing, in order for the night vision to work, I'm going to need batteries. And in order to get fusion, I'm going to need better science packs. So I'm a long way from fusion, so we need to get batteries and solar panels on my suit in order to actually have night vision work, which is going to be a pain because I haven't even started making batteries. Batteries need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid needs sulfur. Sulfur needs what is it, iron or something like that? I don't even remember what sulfur needs, but it's a huge rigmarole, and I'm going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to suck it up and get it done. So we, I'm also checking I'm also seeing what it would take to make my own assembler 3s, because I need more pump jacks, because I've decided I need more oil. I'm sorry, not more pump jacks. I need more refineries, which is one of the few things in the game that takes 5 input resources. So my assembler 3 is down here. But I don't remember why I had it down here, but I think I was making furnaces in it or something like that. So I pick it all up and I bring it with me and I head back up, I think, to oil processing. I'm starting to throw raw resources into my into a train car, just because it's so much of a pain to have these things sitting in my inventory, and I'm too lazy to to put them off anywhere else. But yeah, I head back to the oil place, and I'm going to set up my my assembler 3 here. I'm just setting up some light because I can't get my thing to work. We're going to be making these, and I'm just going to throw all the raw resources. I picked those up all along the way in order to get them in the thing here. And now we're making the oil refineries. So what are we doing now? Oh, the gear train here. Yeah, the gear train. This is a problem. The factory doesn't need gears anywhere except for in science, and I have science picking up gears with its own train, but the gear train is sitting in the gear station because nobody else is requesting gears, and because it's sitting in that station, the science train can't get there, and that actually stalled out science. So I quick and dirty set up a temporary station for the gear train to go to. It's bad. I don't like it, and I'm looking for a better solution right now. Right now it's just the train is going in a circle, and it's using up a little bit of coal every time it goes around in that circle. It's really not that big of a deal when it comes down to it, but it's annoying and I don't want it to happen. So I'm looking for another option. I just don't know what that other option is. I'm thinking possibly a specific station that just pulls gears out of the gear train and then loads them up onto the science train, and the science train goes to that station, and then the gear train can load up that station whenever it wants to. It's kind of a waste of station resources, but it keeps that train from going back and forth indefinitely when it really doesn't need to. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, so I'm making all my oil processing, obviously. I just copied the main one here, and then I'm pasting it up into a line. Then I obviously need to lay the pipes better. I don't need this double throughput, I don't think, but I wanted it. I mean, obviously I don't need it because we run it down to 1 once we get to the thing. So that's basically completely useless pipes, but oh well, it's just what you get sometimes when you're me. Head back down here. I needed obviously more raw resources, as I always do, and I think I went to the military station there, if I recall. I might be going after some biters in a second here. Yeah, no, I needed pipes. I needed lots and lots of pipes, and I had to go down and get some iron. That's what it is. So then I run the pipes here, and then I get this thing going, and yeah, I'm going to run out of pipes in a second here, because this takes so many underground pipes, which of course takes so many above ground pipes. Yeah, you can see I'm already out. So I run these, and what I need to do is first of all, I need a dedicated pipe factory. It's ridiculous I don't have one yet, but that's the way it is. And then I decide that this is stupid with the 2 input boxes. So I modify this setup here, so all I have to do is throw the iron into one box, and it goes into both assemblers, and then the pipe box, the pipes put their output into a box, and then the corner pipes, the underground pipes, pull out of the same box that the pipes are being stored in, so that Yeah, you saw that I had my light and my heavy oils mixed there for a second. But so it pulls out of that one box. So as soon as the undergrounds are full, then it fills up with regular pipes, and then I just have the 2 boxes. It's very simple. It's very easy. It's annoying that I have to do it that way because I'm too lazy to set it up the other way. But now we need a lot more train stations. We need we're gonna have to get batteries going. We're gonna need copper. We're gonna need something else. I don't remember what that something else is, but we're also going to need to then pick up batteries somewhere. So, so yeah, and we're going to need iron. So we're finally got an iron train coming here, which is nice because I need that iron to put into the pipe factories that I've set up ad hoc here. But yeah, that's basically the lazy way, though, is to have the iron train bring it to me. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I could also easily set up a like a DO arms to have the train bring me arms. Ideally, eventually, I'm going to have a train that has everything on it, and then just I can drop down a station that says like bring me, and it'll show up, and I can just pick and choose whatever I want out of it, and also dump raw resources into it if I so choose. And then someday I'll have robots picking up garbage out of me and delivering me stuff, but that's in the future because you need batteries for that too. So it's amazing how much stuff you have to get going in this game. But anyway, yeah, in a moment here I am going to be going after biters because I decide with the amount of oil I need to get going here, I am going to have to get some more oil patches. And also the biters are nearby. That's actually probably the main thing. So I think I head down to the train station. I thought I was going to be heading down to. Oh, I got my car. That's what I did. I knew where my car was, so I went and got it, and I'm going to drive it up there to take out those biters. Yeah, I gotta fix my train. I don't know how that train track got hurt. That's kind of weird. But yeah, the biters are close enough that I'm worried that they're gonna start aggroing as we ramp up production on the iron stuff here. And I probably go a little bit crazy, but you know what? It's nice to get rid of these things and not have to worry about them because they expand so slowly in this save. The evolution's turned up, so they evolve quickly, so they're actually getting pretty dangerous. But they expand so slowly that I never have to really worry about them encroaching on my base. They could, but it's almost impossible for them to do that. So I just take out those couple bases and then head back to my my oil station here. And it is time to, I don't remember what it's time to do. Yes, it's time to finally set up and make batteries. And we need to kill trees in order to make the batteries. So we need to get my, I think, am I finally making poison packs? I don't remember. And I don't know what I'm checking here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yes, I do. Yeah, here's where I'm deciding. Oh, geez, another train backup. Yeah, this one's terrible, and I think this one is because of lights on the. Yeah, that should have been a chain signal there, and it was a regular signal, and so it lit the train in, and then it stopped for that one chain signal, and then it blocked up the whole station. So I think it's fixed now. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm fairly sure that it'll work fine now. One of the problems is I'm packing these stations in a little bit too tight. A railroad shouldn't be this tight. The station should be a little bit farther apart. Give your trains a little more room to get things going. But what are you gonna do? But anyway, so I finally get to the military station, and it's time to set up poison capsules. I could set up the other capsules as well, but I just don't care about them. The only capsules I want is poison, and the only reason I want them is to kill trees without destroying infrastructure and hurting me when I'm at least in a car or a train or whatever. So I set up a ridiculously large amount because they do take a while to make. Once I have them, I really don't need this throughput. But right now I want to generate as many of them as possible. So I slap down all my arms, and we've got poison capsules going into the thing. And I think, if I remember correctly, I'm going to double this because that's what I want. But maybe I don't. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. So I pick up, what do I pick up, like 20? I think I eventually want 100, so I'm just going to sit here and fill up a stack. And then I get my 100 poison capsules, and it's back in my train, and it's back to oil processing. to wipe out a whole bunch of trees, because we need to wipe out all the trees that are to the right here, to the east, I guess you would call it, so we can A, get all the processing going, and B, get the rail lines. There's also this iron patch, which I'm probably eventually going to tap, but it's not that big of a deal. And it's funny how big this station's probably going to end up being. It might stretch all the way over to that oil field over there when the time comes. So I lay a whole bunch of electric poles, mostly for light and to kind of get an idea of where I'm going. And then we need to let's see, we need to go to King's Landing to, what am I doing in King's Landing? Oh, yeah, I head down to King's Landing. That's what it was. I noticed that power was low. And so I came down to King's Landing to add more furnaces, and I realized, or more steam engines, and I realized that we're not actually feeding coal into the rest of the steam engines. So I had to change the way coal flows to go to both of the things, at the same time, so that it actually makes it all the way to the other side. That's disturbing, and I don't like it. I also decided I'm going to wipe out the rest of King's Landing just to get rid of all this stuff that I don't need anymore, except the box factory. The only thing left in King's Landing when I'm done with all this is going to be the box factory, and that's basically where I'm going to end the episode here. Is this King's Landing thing? I'm gonna like I did before last time I dealt with King's Landing. I'm going to not show you all this. I'm just going to basically show you what I'm doing here as I'm doing my outro. And when you come back, all this will be gone. That train station will be gone. Everything will be gone except for the steam engines and the box factory. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.